How you doing? I just had a phone call a little bit ago with a good friend of mine, Michael Anthony. He is a friend of mine. He's been a client of mine for years. He's been my attorney for years. The dude he's incredible. What's up, Jerry Martinez? Brad French is in the house. What's going on? So I just had an amazing conversation with my buddy, Michael Anthony. Hey, Mike Chavez, how you doing? Julie Steele, Ermilo, how you doing? So this guy has been a friend of mine, my attorney. He's been a client of mine for years, like a long time. And we started talking. Hey, Shelly Turner. We started talking about just business, about people that are clients and people that work for us and people that, just business overall. And that's what him and I talk a lot about. And, we ended up we were talking about a lot of stuff. Elizabeth, how are you? Blake Bowman, what's going on? So listen, by the way, Michael Fafrick, how you doing, bro? JJ Simmons, you're the man, bro. So look, we were talking about this, when you're in business, when you're in sales, when you're when you're doing anything, okay, how about this? If you're just alive, right? If you're alive, you've got to learn how to win the hearts and minds of your clients, of people around you. And a lot of that, it might save you tons of money, right? Yeah, the guy Mike Anthony is the attorney here. He's in Central Ohio. If you're in Ohio and you need a great business or corporate business attorney, he does litigation. He's I always tell him he's like a freaking Joe Pesci. The guy is a bulldog, but one of the nicest people you'll ever want to meet in your life, ever. He's such a good dude. And he's one of my best friends in the world. He has been for a long time. But and I can't say that about all attorneys. I do have another friend here who's a state senator named Kevin Bacon. He's actually running for U.S. Congress. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. And ironically, I met him because of Mike Anthony. So, you know what they say, birds of a feather, right? So, listen to this. So, if you want to really, really, really succeed, you really want to connect with people and build your network and really get to know your clients. What's up, Dakota? So, if you really want to get to know, really become successful, really build your network, you've got to learn how to win the hearts and minds of those people. And so he and I were talking about this, and he was telling me, obviously not telling details, but talking about a client and not mentioning their names. There's attorney-client privilege. But he was talking, there he is right there, Michael Anthony. What's up, bro? I was just talking about you. Chad Pittenger, what's up? So he was talking about this and saying dude, I talk to my clients and I don't immediately okay, punch the clock. All right, the clock is ticking, man. Come on, you're on the clock. I'm billing you for this. These are billable hours. That's not how he's built up a huge practice and done such a fantastic job for his clients. The guy, he asks hey, how was your weekend? How's the wife and kids? How are, I get approached by, I don't know how many people a day, a lot of people that want me to help them or they want me to buy into their thing or do this or that. And they never ask anything about me. They don't even, even friends. I'm friends on Facebook and they don't say any, I've had people hit me up and say, so what do you do? I'm like, what? I had somebody hit me up on LinkedIn the other day. So what do you do? and it literally said, I was looking at your profile. So what do you do? And I'm like, you were looking at my profile and you're asking me what I do. So you've got to learn to connect with people. You got to find out, like, ask them how they're doing. Laura Peterson, Deborah Smart. Oh my gosh. Nicholas, what's up, bro? So, dude, Jill and the girls are doing great, bro. So, like, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you've got to ask people, like, about them. Don't immediately go into, you know, what can I get out of this person? There's so many, and I'll say unprofessional salespeople. Hey, Laura, good to see you. So there's so many unprofessional people out there that are walking around acting like they're professional, thinking that they're all that in a bag of chips, and they're not. They're not. They're literally out there just like seeing what they can get out of each and every person that they interact with, and that is not the way to do it. Like my buddy, if you're in Central Ohio, I'm going to say this for the replay viewers too. If you're in Central Ohio, make sure you hit up my buddy Mike Anthony, Michael Anthony, AnthonyLawLLC.com, I believe is the web address. But hit him up. He's a good freaking guy. If you ever need a business or a corporate lawyer, or he does litigation, he does business law, employment law, all of that, he's got it all covered. Like, hit him up. He's a good dude. And listen, he's like, he is like, he and I were talking about this, like, you know, one of the, you know, what's built up my business, what's built up his business, and, you know, what is it that brings that success? And it's because we genuinely care about other people, right? You really have to genuinely care about the other person. Excuse me. So like that you've got to learn to win you've got to learn how to win the hearts and the minds of the people that you interact with, whether it's in business or in, you know, if you own a business or you're in sales. Make it about the other person. Don't make it all about, you thought I said Mark Anthony. No, Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony. So, hey, Robert Brooker, how you doing, bro? Greg Walker, what's going on, bro? So, you know, like, love helping others be successful, even if they are in a different business. So, come on, David. David Pereira is in the house, not David Anthony. Anthony's his middle name. That's how they do it in the UK, apparently. Everyone has radar for that. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Dan Kelleher, how you doing? I don't know what's up with that. I just ate a chocolate chip cookie. Maybe that's it. But Mike was telling me, I was talking to him, and he said, dude, you got to read this book, man. I'm going to let you borrow it. And I said, what's the book? And he said, it's called Getting Naked. It's a business fable. And I said, dude, I have it. I hand this book out. I've handed this book out to so many people. I have multiple copies of this book. It is one of the best books ever written for business or salespeople. I'm not kidding. And it's about how to connect with people, how to be transparent with people, how to go into a conversation, a sales situation, how to go into a sales situation without some kind of a motive. Like, there's so many people that's all they have is a motive on what they can get out of the other person. Danielle, how you doing? So, dude, how much would it cost to hire you for a month just to straighten out a company and take? Dude, I'm working. I'm working on that, man. I'm working on that. I had a coaching program I've been doing for a while that's $5,400 for 3 months. But I'm actually working on some stuff to make that a lot more. I want to be able to help a lot more people. Dude, you crack me up, man. That's funny you brought that up. But, you know, I'm working on some stuff to make that a whole lot more affordable. So listen, what do you mean, what are you doing? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hans Freller from New Zealand. How in the world are you? That's the only dude in New Zealand that he bought my book and had it shipped all the way to New Zealand, you guys. He bought my book. He went to the airport in, what's it called? What's it called, Hans? What's it called, bro? Hans went to the airport and took a picture with my book at the airport in New Zealand. It was phenomenal. I love that dude. He's awesome. And left me a really nice review on Amazon. So thank you for that, bro. I appreciate all the reviews I got on Amazon, and any more that I get, that would be great. Unless you didn't like it, then don't leave me a review. I'm just teasing. So look, I am Christchurch. That's right. I almost said that, but I wasn't 1,000% sure. So that's awesome, man. But so listen, like, you know, after talking with Mike, Michael Anthony is the attorney I'm talking about. Can you explain in just a few days, hours, minutes, very basics of these sovereign citizens and their thinking on how on earth they claim to be immune from the law, the land? We have a good lawyer or two here, and I thought I would ask. If it's a question for later, that is fine too. Well, I personally am not an attorney. Mike Anthony, if you're still on here, bro, put in a comment, man, about David Person's question. Jen Gray, Scott Christopher, Brenda Cannon, how are you guys doing? So listen, I just had to say that, and I think the sovereign citizens thing is, personally, I think that's funny. Like I don't get that. Like you can't, like you have to abide by the law. Even if you say like I don't have to, you have to. So but I do think it's funny. Anyway, so that's just my personal opinion. And if you're on this stream and you're one of those people, I'm okay with you leaving and blocking me, just so you know. So anyway, I ran into one and was not sure they were speaking. I don't get it. But anyway, listen, the way to connect, you've got to learn how to connect. Training with 20 new business owners. Hey, bro. Hey, go kill it, Dan. Go kill it, brother. We park on a driveway and drive on a parkway. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, you know, here's the deal. You've got to learn how to connect with other people. You got to learn. It's like I get on live streams, and I think one of the biggest mistakes people make when they do a live stream is they don't acknowledge people that are on their live streams. And I try to do it quickly and say hi to people, like, hey, Robert Brooker, hey, David Persons, how you doing? But like I can't take it when people do that. Do you stay on live streams if you're on there talking to them and they don't at least say hi? Like hi. Like people bounce in and out of live streams all the time, and it's because, like, dude, they're not freaking. You're not like interacting with them. They can certainly talk more and say, listen, like if you want to connect with people, freaking connect with them. Like, connect with them. Like, seriously connect with them. Don't just say, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that or whatever. No, man. Like, connect with people. Genuinely connect. And you know, the ones, look, I personally, when I do business with anybody, I get personal. I like to know people I'm doing business with. I like to have that connection so it can become a long-term thing. And there's plenty of people that over the years I did not connect with them, and we couldn't connect for whatever reason. It was personality differences, whatever. And it just didn't last. I personally want to connect with people. I want to know, like, the people that I'm talking to. I want to know them. I want them to know me, that I genuinely care about people. What's up, Robbie? Martin is in the house. Big Dog is in the house. So Rob, good to see you, bro. And Rob's good at this. I've watched him, man. He can connect with people. He doesn't just go in and say, "This is how much it is. Do you want it?" Like that's not connecting with people. And long term, I don't see how anybody could last long term doing that. Robert Knight, what's up? Or Kite, sorry, is in the house. What's going on? So connect with people. You got to learn how to win their hearts and their minds. This book, I'm not kidding you. This book, Getting Naked, it's a business fable by Patrick Lencioni. It's a freaking phenomenal book. Phenomenal book. Julie, oh my gosh, there's Julie. I love Julie. How you doing, Julie? So, organic sales, that's it, man. You don't have to you don't have to, like, I can't stand that. When people just hit me up and you can tell immediately that they just want, like this dude hit me up 2 weeks ago and said some really nice things. He'd obviously read stuff about me, been on LinkedIn, saw different things about me, and got to know me before he sent me a message. And I forget exactly how he put it, but it was unbelievable. Like this dude's a master at connecting with people. And then, he's in an MLM and I'm like, yeah, dude, I appreciate it. I know that I see you're in an MLM. And he's like, yeah, man, but I'm not worried about that. I just wanted to connect and say, hey, and if it's something you ever want to look at, let me know. I've seen this connected approach to sales over the years. How do you think that started? Well, I don't know, man. I think it started probably with Jesus or something. I mean, the most successful people in the world that I know, personally know, like Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone, I know the guy. I know the dude, right? I know him. He's been a friend of mine. I've known him for a long time. And I know that he is the master at connecting with people. He doesn't just go, all right, what is it? How much? He doesn't do, that's not who he is, right? And now, like, the dude is freaking blowing up. He's exploding. And I can name other people. Once you become a master at connecting with people and really getting to know them, don't go straight in for the sale. The people that come at me on Facebook and any other platform or emails or anything else, like, dude, I delete them. I block them. Like, I don't have, who's got time for that? I don't have time for that. But somebody that comes to me and they want to, like, really get to know, like, really build maybe a friendship and how can I help you? They'll say, like, how can I help you? What can I do to help you in your business? Jesus sold Mary Kay. Dude, what's wrong with you, Eric? I love that dude, but my God. Rob Martin says, do the labor. Sale isn't a talk game. If you give real value, they ask you to please sell to them. Amen. That is the truth right there. Absolute truth. Jason Barton, how you doing, man? That's the truth. That's what it's about. You got to bring value to the relationship. If you bring value to the relationship, if you bring something of value to the relationship, before you ever ask them, you don't have to go in for the kill like that. You've got to bring value to the relationship. Once you do that and you've connected with people, hey, Laura Cook, how you doing? Once you do that, where you're connecting with people, you're actually reaching in and you're learning who they are. You're reaching into their heart. You're reaching into their mind and soul and finding out who they are and asking them, how can you help them? Or do some research. Do some research on the person. Find out what they like. Find out what they don't like. See if you can figure out what it is that person likes and send them a gift. Send them a card. Send them something. My buddy Sean Barclow has sent so many. He's with Send Out Cards, and he actually got me started with Send Out Cards. He sent me all these cards. When I was at the Grand Canyon and I put a picture, he sent me, a card of me and my family, pictures inside, and just really cool things that he's done. And like, he's one of my best friends in the world. I consider him to be in the top 5 or 10 people in the world to me. And it's because he doesn't come to me and ask what I can do for him. He doesn't try to sell me anything. He knows that if he just continues to make the relationship better by providing value, and hopefully I do the same with him, and that eventually if the opportunity comes along, that maybe we'll do even bigger business. So, you've got to learn to connect with people. This book is a phenomenal book. It's a business fable. It's called Getting Naked, A Business Fable. And it's written by Patrick Lencioni. And it's about shedding the 3 fears that sabotage client loyalty. So if you're in business or you're in sales, you've got to learn that. You got to learn that this world is not revolving around you. It's not. As much as you want it to, as much as I want it to revolve around me. As soon as I start behaving like this world revolves around me and nobody else on this planet matters besides me and my opinion, shit starts going downhill. Pardon my language, but it does. It starts going downhill. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm approaching this all wrong. I got to help people. That's what I got to do. That's why most of my posts, I'll put a hashtag in there. What's up, Glenn Imes? There's Joseph. How you doing? So listen, pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure that you're connecting with the hearts and the minds of people. It's not called oh, hey, John Harrington. His tiny little daughter's watching, Eric, so be nice. The world doesn't give a hoot about you. The world really doesn't. I mean, there's people that care about you, and there's people that will continue to care about you. But if you're not bringing value, it's like I watch the numbers in here. I see there's 13, 14 people showing, right? And by the end of the video, it'll say that there were 70 or 80 or 100 or 150 people that have watched the video. That tells me that there are people that come in and out and they didn't hear any value for them. Or they're busy and, they popped in for a minute and bounced. But, I try to always bring value. I try to always bring value to any of the live streams I do. If I'm having a one-on-one conversation, I'm not sitting there thinking, what's in it for me? Michelle Prescott is in here. I love Michelle. She's amazing. Love that woman. So, think about what you can do to when you're approaching anything. That's it. Go giver. That's it. That's it, man. Dude, the Go-Giver, Bob Berg, is a client of mine. He's a friend of mine. I've done work for Bob Berg. He wrote the book, The Go-Giver, and he is amazing. Amazing. Hey, oh man, I'm going to butcher your name again. Okay, it's Agbanya. Agbanya? Is that right? Agbanya. Agbanya. So I apologize if I butchered your name. I seriously do apologize because I don't like doing that. But think about how you can. Here you go again. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. You have to hang out. Okay. All right. Well, hey, man. Anytime you're in the Columbus, Ohio area, hit me up. So listen, just remember that you have to connect with people. You have to connect with their hearts and with their minds. Robert C. Stern, how you doing, bro? You have to connect with people's hearts, with their minds. You got to help them, understand that you're not in it just for a sale, that you're not in it just for I think about this, I've never sold cars in my life, ever. But I think about, I bought a lot of cars, and I'm trying to remember, well, I know one car guy that's like a brother to me, that I bought a car from, and it's the last car that we bought for my wife, and he's a really, really good friend of mine, and he stayed in touch with me. He's a good friend. But that's it. Out of all the other cars I've owned, I cannot remember any other car salesperson. Is that sad? And why is that? Because Is it because all he cared about was getting the sale and the commission and moving on? Like a true professional cares about their customers. They care about their clients. A true professional is going to do like the follow-up stuff after the sale. Like they're going to continue, like Todd Straw that works for Grant Cardone. When I bought Cardone University, and it was like, as soon as he got on an airplane and flew up here and to meet me face to face. And as a result, like I was his go-to guy for many years. I was his go-to guy and everybody on Grant's team. Like, hey, if you're having trouble getting through to somebody that doesn't believe that it'll help them, have them call me, man. I'll talk to them and I'll shut it down because I believe in it. So like, you know, and Todd was, when I was on Cardone University, like Todd was like the man at following up. He'd call me once a week, maybe, and say, hey man, how's it going, dude? What can I do for you? What can I do to make your business better? What can I do to help you? And so that's the approach that I take with my customers. What can I do to help you? What can I do to make your business better? What can I do to improve your existence, your life, right? It is sad. I'm very grateful for Jay, the dude that it was a great experience. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, I mean, you got to care about people. You got to follow up with people. You got to remember who got you to where you are. You can't stop. You can't stop. So that's it. I want to come on. I don't know. I talked to Mike Anthony, and I'll say it again. I'm going to plug him one more time because I love this dude. He's like a brother to me. He's my attorney. He's one of my best friends in the world. He's been a client of mine for a long time. His name is Michael Anthony. It's AnthonyLawLLC.com. Go check him out. Hit him up. He's a great guy. And anywhere in Ohio, he does law, practices law for business law. He does business litigation. He does all kinds of stuff like corporate law stuff. So he's awesome. Jay also reminded me, any referrals will earn me money. Right, exactly. So like you've got to learn how to capture the hearts and the minds of the people that you're dealing with. And that's not just in business, that's in real life too. Like, you know, nobody, you know the old saying, nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And they don't. It's true. It's true. Nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. They don't want to hear, like I get people that hit me up all the time asking for this, asking for that, never asking me how I'm doing, never asking me how my family is, never giving a rat's rear end about anything except for what they want. And, you know, I mean, look, I'm no different than anyone else, man. If I feel like you don't care about me, why would I care about you? Like, right? That's it. Like if you don't care about me, why would I care about you? So, you know, at the end of the day, you got to learn how to connect with people properly. You have to. So, Robert, yeah, okay. That's called education. That's right. And this book, I'm telling you, this is a great book. I mean, I only recommend books that are life-changing. This one right here. The Ken Blanchard, the co-author of The 1 Minute Manager, wrote a review about it that's just phenomenal. He said, you'll remember its message forever. So, okay, well, listen, I appreciate you all being on here. I just wanted to hop on for a minute and give some props to my buddy Michael Anthony. He is a great guy, and you guys need to follow him. Look him up. He's phenomenal. If you need an attorney and you're in Ohio, he's the dude if you're as far as a business attorney or a corporate attorney. So that's it. That's all I got for you. You guys have an awesome night, and I will catch you soon. Peace out.